back to another incredible episode of Historical Recreations. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create iron, tin, steel, white gold, rose gold, and aluminum using acrylic paints. Your lineup for colors to use are titanium white, number 901. We're using a rich gold, number 997. I'm using a black, which is a 999. And one of the best colors today we'll be using is a 995 silver. These colors will create and change our base colors here. I'm using Naphtha red, number 615, a light green, number 10, a sky blue, number 932, and the awesome color, and sometimes very hard to find, is a copper, number 672. And these are all acrylics. So let's start doing some pretty awesome blending today. Are you ready? Let's go. So while I'm doing this tutorial, I have made out a chart over here of different colors we're going to be doing today, and as I'm doing them, I'm going to fill them in so you can see them all. Check out this really cool twisty line. Okay, so today's tutorial is how to make iron. So I'm using a light green number 10, a Naphtha red number 615, a sky blue number 932. I am also using a black 999, and I'm also using a titanium white 901. So we're going to make our iron faux finish today, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm using green and a red and blue, and this is going to be our first layer here. I'm going to mix these together. So I'm using the green, and then I'm mixing the red, which is going to create a brown. Okay, and then I'm going to mix in the blue. You're going to say, what on earth are you making there? We are making the basis for iron. No, that is not iron there. It looks like an iron. It looks like a muddy purple, but wait till we bring the color out. That is like a non-refined iron color. Look at this. Just by adding the white, you create a beautiful color of iron. So we can add this color now to our chart. Okay, so for our next color we're going to be doing is tin today, and I have over here a silver 995. I'm also using the titanium white 901 and possibly again the black 999. Basically a tin color is basically a white silver. If I can pop this open and get a little bit of, yep, a funny little sound there. Get a little bit of silver out there and make sure that your caps are on nice and tight when you're working with acrylics. And we are going to blend them. Now usually when you work backwards, if you go silver with black, you're going to make an antique silver. Okay, so we're going to be making now a tin. So let me grab one of my softy brushes over here. Okay, for mixing purposes. And we're going to be mixing in silver and a little bit of white, and you'll see it happen. It's a very easy color to make. And that, my friends, is the color of a tin can. Very, very easy. Now if you want to put a drop of black in there to darken it down, you can, but that's a beautiful can color right there. So let's add that now to our chart. Okay, so for our next color today, we're going to be making steel. And today we're going to be using a silver 995. Okay, we're also going to be using a titanium white 901. We're going to be using a bit of black. I'm going to have to go into my bottle reserve here because basically when you're a craft maker you use a lot of paint. And then the next one was going to be a blue, and today I'm going to be using a sky blue number 932. I'm going to show you how to make steel with these colors. So let me take a brush here, and we're going to be using the silver as our base. Okay, using 2 parts silver here, and then I'm going to be using our white, to create a tin color. I'm going to dull this down now with a black, a little bit more white, and balance that out. And I'm going to use a dot of blue, and this is going to create the color of steel that we want to. That is a really nice color right there. You have stainless steel pots. Yeah, look at this one. Beautifully blended. And I'm going to add that now to our chart. Next really cool color we want to create today for faux finishes is white gold, and you'll be using today a white titanium number 901, a silver number 995, and your final color, which is going to blend all this together, is going to be a gold. And the ratios are going to be unusual. You probably think, oh, we're going to use a lot of gold. No, we are not. We're going to be using a lot of the silver. So I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Let me get one of my mixie over here. I say, wait a minute, shouldn't we be using the gold instead? Nope. Okay, it's going to be like 90% silver. Just a very small amount of gold. I'm going to have just a teeny tiny bit more in there. Yeah, now we're cooking. Look at this. You can see it already happening here. Yeah. And then we're going to mix in a dot of white into this. Look at that. Aren't you glad you joined Historical Recreations to find out how to make all this stuff? Yeah. There it is. That is a white gold. Now I can add that to the chart. Now for our next faux finish, we're going to be creating rose gold. Okay, so that is going to be a mixture of a gold number 997, which I'm using the rich gold today. I am also going to be using a silver number 995, and the last one is going to be a copper number 672. And rose gold is really beautiful and rare. It's very hard to find, but if you have a project in which that you needed to make rose gold, this would be the way to do it. So again, we're going to be starting off with our silver base as the most. We're going to be adding a touch of our gold to it to create our alloy. Now here comes the tricky part. We are using a copper, and a copper now in this case is facility of a red. So let's just use a dot. Maybe a little bit too much there. Let's see what that does. Ooh, better bring that dot back. Look at this. Ooh, let's mix that in, blend it in. Better than I thought. Beautiful, beautiful color right there. I'm going to add just keep moving that. It's better to have less on the brush and add more to it than to go backwards. Wow. Notice I'm using the cross-hatching technique to blend this in there. There you have a rose gold. Let's add this to the chart. For bonus today, we're going to be doing one more color, which is probably the most popular color, is aluminum. And today we're going to be mixing up a silver 995, okay, and we're going to be also adding a blue. I'm going to be using sky blue number 932 today. Ooh, got a little scrubby in there. And the last one, we're going to be using a dop of our 999 black. And let's see how these are going to blend together to make aluminum. Let me get one of my mixie brushes over here. Okay, so the first part, we're going to be using a lot of the silver because that's the base. So it's almost like 97% silver. Okay, and then we're going to be using a small dot of our blue to bring out that coldness to the metal. Aluminum foil, you got it, you know it. And we're going to dull this down with just a very small amount, maybe 1%. I can get some on my brush here. Come on, guys. There you go. Okay. Cross-hatching technique here to blend that in. Very, very beautiful aluminum color we have just created over here. So if you're doing cosplay and you need aluminum, this is the way to go. Forget aluminum foil. Paint it on. Even has a nice, beautiful refractory shine on here. So let's now add this one to the chart. Here is our incredible chart done. Okay, so the first one we did today was the rough iron, followed by the tin, steel, we had a white gold, we had a rose gold, and the last one was aluminum. Now if you're wondering what this was down here, they often call this pig iron. Pig iron is the color that would be before the iron is refined. So if you had a very special project, do that, and if you were to lighten that up, it would look like wet cement. Onto that, if you like this channel, please like and subscribe, and as always, gothically yours, Professor M.